man. Now to jump in, we heard during this week, Brian Windhorst, a respected ESPN analyst, he said he feels, and he's been hearing things around the league, that a superstar player will be going to the New York Knicks in the next year. So we've started thinking, who do you guys think that one player could be?
See, I personally think it's going to have to be Karl Anthony Towns. I've been talking about this for a very long time. We need to get Karl Anthony Towns somewhere, and he can't stay in Minnesota. I think once Karl Anthony Towns leaves, especially if he joins the Knicks, if they continue to play defense the way that they have been playing defense, I expect them to be among the top tiers of NBA teams, possibly a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Now, as far as the Knicks, and I've been hearing a lot more, talk around Devin Booker potentially going to the Knicks. I personally think this asinine. Me personally, I talk affinity for the Phoenix Suns, even though I'm not a Suns fan. I like them. I think Devin Booker finally starting to win in the Phoenix. I think that's his home. Devin Booker loves this. He loves the city of Phoenix. He wants to be there, and I think eventually he's probably going to win a championship for the city of Phoenix and be that guy, have his jersey retired, all that.
Wow, I mean, you definitely stole what I was going to say, because I definitely was going to go with Karl Anthony Towns for obvious reasons. The man is from Jersey, and I just think he's going to get tired of being disrespected because of where he plays. If that man was a New York Knicks, they could be the worst team in the league. I guarantee you he's going to All-Star games year in and year out. Minnesota, he's putting up these numbers that nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying? Adrian is the only one in the world that wears that jersey, that number on his shirt. You know what I'm saying? No, I've never seen that shirt anywhere else. If you get 32 in New York City, I definitely think that it will elevate his career. But I'll even give you a different answer. I'll give you a guy like Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, people say, oh, but he took that money. He wanted to be in Washington. He knew what he was getting himself into. If you throw north of $200 million in front of my face, I'm signing that contract. I don't care if I got to play in Toledo. I don't even know what that is. But I think Bradley Beal is going to eventually ask for a trade and go to New York. He already has proven that he can be a number one option scoring-wise. Number one option on a championship team, I don't know yet. But a guy like Bradley Beal in New York, not only would they accept him and embrace him, but that will also propel his career. Now you're talking about MVP Bill, that's the effect of New York. That's what they could do for a guy like Bradley Beal. So I think Bill, man.
This is actually crazy because all three of us thought of the same person, and it is the jersey that I'm wearing right now. And this, when I first heard it, I'm like, yo, I'm not even a Knicks fan, but if they find a way to get Karl Anthony Towns, I might be a Knicks fan, bro. I need Karl Anthony Towns. He's been getting disrespected in the league for way too long. Before this season, he's been one of the most consistent big men in terms of being on the court. He has been one of the most healthy big men in the league. It came to a point where I think 1 or 2 years ago, I was arguing that he's the best big man in the league next to Joel Embiid. I was saying he's even better than Joel Embiid. Now, time has gone by, and Joel Embiid has shown that he took his game to another level. And I feel like if Karl Anthony Towns gets a change of scenery and comes to a place like New York, I don't feel like he'll shy away from the moment. I feel like he'll do the same thing that Joel Embiid did, but better. He will take his game to another level. He shoots the 3-ball a lot better than Joel Embiid. And I feel like his post moves are better than Joel Embiid. It's just that Joel Embiid can use them better because he's bigger. But if Karl Anthony Towns comes to New York, you guys are hearing it here first. I will become a Knicks fan. I will buy every color Karl Anthony Towns jersey there is. That's who I think is coming to New York.
See, the problem with Karl Anthony Towns joining New York, and I don't think a lot of people really talked about this, is the fact that he doesn't necessarily have a very good relationship with the coach. I forgot his name.
Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, he doesn't have a very good relationship with Thibodeau. I think eventually, if it push does come to shove, I think if he was given a choice of joining the Knicks, I think he'd definitely do it. But it'll probably be a little bit more questionable, as if another star would try to join the Knicks. For example, like a Bradley Beal or Devin Booker, even though I think those situations aren't really going to happen. In my opinion on Bradley Beal, bro, I don't even think he leaving Washington. We've been talking about, specifically Miami Heat fans, been talking about acquiring Bradley Beal for probably 5 years now. He has been so committed to Washington. I don't know why. I think eventually they are going to trade him. But as far as me, I done gave up on that fantasy and dream. I gave up.
Yeah, I could tell. Just to add on to what Rob said, Rob has let it be known in the past that in no way, shape, or form should Cat be confused for a defender, man. I don't care what you say about him. And Tom Thibodeau is a defensive-minded coach that will run you into the ground in order for you to play defense. So I think what I love to see it, we all would love to see it as Jersey natives. We would love to see Cat in New York, Madison Square Garden. But like you said, how would it work with Tom Thibodeau?